Hey guys, I know I look crazy, my hair looks insane, but you guys have to deal with it because I didn't feel like doing it. Anyways, I missed two videos. I didn't do a video last Wednesday and I didn't do a video yesterday because last Wednesday I was really tired after a concert, and then yesterday I was on my way home from my cousin's and that took all day, so I couldn't make a video. So I owe you guys two videos, which I'm only going to do one today. But anyways, this video is going to be about some of my interesting concert experiences. I've been to like 12 concerts, but I've seen like over 20 bands. So I'm gonna tell you like the interesting stories from some of them. Okay, so they're mostly most recent because when I saw like other concerts, I was like smaller. I don't know. Anyways, last year in March, I went to San Francisco to see Of Mice and Men, Bring Me the Horizon, Issues, and Let Live. So the interesting story from that one was after the concert was over, I stayed in the pit almost all the way through the concert until like the end of Bring Me the Horizon. I got out because I wanted merch and I knew the lines were going to be long if I waited till the end. So I got out, whatever, went to go find my cousin because I went with my cousin, and we eventually found each other, and then we went to find her mom, and we were waiting in line to get merch, and there was nobody behind us at the time, and so the guy was helping somebody that was already in front of us, and when it was our turn, well, I went first and I bought my own shirt, whatever, and then when it was my cousin's mom's turn, he was like, there's a line right there, and she was like, I was standing here before anybody else was in the line. I didn't realize that there was a line, like, and he was being like super rude. Like, he was like, there's a line right there, you have to get in line. Like, he was just being really, really rude, and like he wouldn't stop. Like, she was just like, I'm just gonna like buy a shirt, like, does it really matter if I was like in line? I've been standing here the whole time while I was buying my shirt. And he was like just really fucking rude, like, and this was the Bring Me the Horizon merch guy, and he was really, really, really rude. And finally, like, he was just like being rude, and he was like wasn't gonna sell my cousin's mom a shirt. Like, he was like, oh, you have to get in line or I'm not gonna sell you a shirt, da da da. And she was like, fuck you, and threw her drink on him, and like he got like on the counter and was like gonna fight her, and like oh da 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 da. And then my cousin's mom's husband came and was like pulled her away, and the security took them out. But like he was super rude, and it was just like, okay, like calm yourself. So that was the experience from that one. Um, the next concert I went to an Arctic Monkeys concert, but there wasn't really any interesting stories from that one. Well, like a ring, like somebody like either like if a ring fell off their finger or like they threw it, and like it landed like right in front of my feet, and like I picked it up and I like lifted it up and was like, somebody lost their ring, and nobody answered me, so I kept it. So that's the only thing that interesting that happened at Arctic Monkeys. And then this past November, I saw Pierce the Veil, Sleeping with Sirens, not Issues, my bad, Beartooth, and This Wild Life. And This Wild Life was like really calm because they're not like crazy music, so it was like really calm and everybody was just like enjoying themselves. And then when Beartooth came on, let me tell you something. I don't know if all Beartooth fans are like this, but the concert I went to, they were. They were extremely rude. I had a guy standing behind me. He was like probably tall. I'm really short. I'm 5 foot even. So he was probably like, you can't even see. He's probably like at least this much taller than me. And he was standing behind me. And there was this like guy next to me, like directly next to me. And he was like pushing on me. And like he was elbowing me in the ribs, trying to get in front of me. And like people were being so fucking rude. And like the guy behind me was like, hey, there's girls in here, like they can't breathe and you guys are pushing them and hitting them, and like you guys need to calm down. And then the guy next to me was like, oh well, they knew what they were getting into when they got into the pit, so they should be able to handle it. And he was like, and I was like, really? And he was like, they can handle it, but not when you're pushing them and purposely hitting them and being douchebags. Like, but the guy, he was cool, he was the real MVP. Like, he was helping me, like he was holding me the whole time, because like people were pushing me, like I was almost falling. If he wasn't behind me, I probably would have fell and got trampled. So shout out to that guy, he's the real MVP. And then that was during Beartooth, and then Pierce the Veil came on, And by the time Pierce the Veil came on, I was like sweaty. It was so gross. And like I couldn't even breathe. And then there was like this person behind me. And forgive me, I'm not sure if it was a boy or a girl because I couldn't see. I couldn't even barely move. It sounded like a girl, but I think it was a boy. I don't know. It was like, he was like maybe the same height as me, maybe a little bit shorter. And he was like behind me, and like he wanted to get his whole, okay, I was 2 people from the front, and he wanted to get like his whole entire group, which was like 5 of them, in front of me. Like, if you've ever been to a concert, you know that it's even hard to get yourself in front of somebody. So to get your whole entire group in front of somebody, it's not gonna happen. And like he wanted me to move, and I'm like, I'm not moving. Like, and then he like put his like elbows into my shoulders and was digging into my shoulders. And I asked him nicely, like, hey, you're hurting me. Can you like stop? And he's like, I can't move my shoulders. And I'm like, if you could move them to put them on my, like, if you can move your elbows to put them on my shoulders, then you can put them back down, even if they're just like in front of you. Like, but he was being mean. Like, he just wanted me to move. And then when I had my phone, like I was gonna record Pierce the Veil, well, first I was taking pictures because the curtain was down, and I was taking pictures. And then when the curtain dropped, I was trying to record, and he was like trying to knock my phone out of my hand, and I was like, and I turned and I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, and he knocked my glasses off, and thank goodness my glasses are good, so they went like this, and I put them back on before they fell off, because if they would have fell off, I probably would have fought this dude. Like, I would have fought this person that was behind me. Anyways, and then I try to get out, and I turn around and I'm like, I need to get out, and they wouldn't let me out. Like, you wanted to get in front of me this whole time, and then you won't let me out. And then finally, like, this girl saw me, and she's like, oh no, it was a guy, my bad. This guy saw me, and he's like, are you okay? And I was like, no, I need to get out. And like, he was like, move, and he like made everybody move, and I was like, thank you, like, because I couldn't breathe. Like, I felt like I was about to pass out. So that was the best. That was a good another experience. Oh, the last concert. Oh yeah, last week or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago on March 31st, I went to go see Palisades, Crown the Empire, Dance Gavin Dance, and Memphis Mayfire. And there was nothing really bad about that concert. Like, people were really nice. Until the Memphis Mayfire came on, there was this guy like behind me, and he's like trying to get in front of me, and I was trying to tell him that I'm gonna leave after like 2 songs because I was getting like really tired and my feet were like killing me from standing in there for 2 hours, and I was like right in the front, and he just kept going and going and going and going and going, and finally I was just like, fuck it, I'm leaving, like I can't do this. And so I left, and he was like all happy, and I'm like, get the fuck out of my way, I don't even, just stop. So that was that. That's my like crazy thing that happened in that concert. Oh, I met Lou from Palisades. He was so like nice and sweet, and every time he takes a picture he poses like this, so I posed like that with him. I was like, anyways. And then last week on April 7th, yeah, I took my cousin, it was her birthday, I took her to that same place, that same venue, to see Real Friends, The Main, and the Technicolors. During the Technicolors, everything was good. And if you've ever seen a Real Friends concert, it gets really crazy, and I kind of expected it, but it was really insane. Like, people were like, this guy, like, he was like turned up on life. He like got up on the stage, he was doing backflips into the crowd, like all this crazy stuff. That's the only crazy thing that happened. Like, but he was behind me for a while, and like he was like pushing on me, and I was in the front again, and he was like pushing on me, and I'm like, oh my god. If this guy does not get out from behind me and like jump into the different part of the crowd, I'm going to sock him in the face. Like, he was hurting me, like physically hurting me. And finally he got out and jumped. But that was crazy. Real Friends was insane, but it was so much fun. Ugh. Oh, and I also met Dan that day. Dan is so sweet. Like, ooh, he was so sweet and like just the cutest thing. Like, he's exactly what I expected him to be. And he was so nice. Anyways, those are like the craziest things that have happened at concerts. I'm sure I'll have more stories because I'm going to a concert on Friday, and then I'm going to a Mice and Men concert, and then I'm going to Warped Tour. So I'll do an updated video of this. So sorry I didn't make a video last Wednesday or this Wednesday. I'm going to keep trying to keep myself on track. It's because I was out of town, so that's why. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. It was supposed to be a short video, but it ended up being longer than I thought. I'll make the other video probably tomorrow, and yeah, so like, thumbs up, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want, share the video, I don't care. Just thanks for watching if you watch it. Bye.